Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Oh, good move. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And all the way home for the Broncos score. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Broncos go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. A shotgun snap, Fields. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Good coverage there by Jordan Battle. You look at this Bronco defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go.
They run a draw here on second down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Don't jump, ready?
Here's Fields. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Here we go.
Now Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Fields with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
This is intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Easy. Here we go. Cut. 3-19. Go.
Back to throw. Fields. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Out of the gun, Fields. Open man is Tucker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
7-7, our score after 1. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Fields. That's caught by Tucker. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go out right here. Here we go. Good.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
222.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Fields now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second down and a yard.
Easy. Here we go, son. Go.
Now a handoff running for the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Here we go. Check. 319, that's it.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
Let's go now. Cowboys! EQ!
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Here we go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd down and 1.
Come on. Cougar 19.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it to Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips back in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
We go from sorry inside to ready to grab. I want the key to the butt. I want the money, the cash, the pool of the bag, the currency stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have. The things have been lacking, my brother, so what are we lacking? I can point it out.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Allen. He's got right on the short throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Allen off the play fake. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Allen. Going for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's another.
Allen going to change this at the line.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Alert! Look out!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met it as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Oh, what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it down. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to shut it down. Whatever, get your money up. Believe what I got, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all the bush. I do it for all of my people now. Who did on everything that I love. Church. Yeah, on everything that I love.
Now it's 2nd and 10. And again it's Allen. Forced out to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Given 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. A final shot before half for Allen. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second down and 8.
Angel. Here we go. Green, ten. Up.
Here's Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here we go. 319.
Now it's Fields. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The former third overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Now Allen. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
being chased out left. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Here we go,
From just shy of midfield, Fields. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. The guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Don't jump.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here we go. Good.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll try to run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 while they pick up the 5. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Here we go. 331.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Allen going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he gets this one just shy of 40 to mark him down at the 39. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They run over center with Benson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Denver. 54 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Benson is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
To the air, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 4 yards out. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Broncos 14. Campbell to kick off.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's Fields. That's caught by Tucker. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. All right.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. There throws again. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Raiders use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Get it? Let's go!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Here's second down.
60, trap 60. Go! Knocked it. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They go play action now. Sanders. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Alert, alert, alert!
Here's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Finding room at midfield. And down right around the 37. 142 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Bradley Chubb came in and got him. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Raiders tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Broncos 14.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Another run here with Benson. To about the 35, 2nd down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Oh, look at this play call. And he is going absolutely nowhere in the wrong direction. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on,